You're late.
What do you mean?
What do you mean, what do I mean? You're late for dinner.
Yes, we are.
You're late.
What do you mean?
What do you mean, what do I mean? You're late for dinner.
Yes, we are.
What's going on, guys? Welcome to Everything Always. My name's Michael Roman, aka Allfires, and while this clip falls seriously short of the second trailer that we're still patiently waiting on, quick side note, should be attached to the upcoming Thunderbolts theatrical release, so we won't be waiting long. This is a brand new snippet from the Fantastic Four, and because of the context, we kind of know what's going on in the scene. We will explain what dialogue follows this, what exactly is about to happen, and why Marvel Studios posted this clip. It's actually part of their weekly marketing. We'll explain everything and break down this new snippet from the upcoming Fantastic Four, but real quick, if you could hit that subscribe button. Guys, thank you to everyone who's been subbing. We are growing again like the good old days, and it probably has something to do with Avengers, Doomsday, and Secret Wars. That being said, there's still two bangers left this year in Thunderbolts and Fantastic Four. If you want to keep up with all the Marvel news, best way to do that, hit the sub button, plus it enters you for the giveaways. If you want, stick around to the end of the video. We get into all the giveaway stuff again there. Okay, so if you're wondering why you didn't see this clip on YouTube, it's because they posted it to their social media, specifically Twitter. Ever since the original trailer for the Fantastic Four has dropped, they've been playing that clip that we meet for Sunday dinner at 7 p.m. every week. We make it a point to do that. They play that clip at 7 p.m. every Sunday. Well, today they were late, so they played this clip instead in terms of celebrating that and using the marketing to mimic what's happening in this movie. Now, the reason that Sue and Reed are late to this dinner, we actually know, because this is a snippet from the trailer they played at CinemaCon, and we know what's happening in this scene. They're late because they're about to announce that Sue is pregnant, and right after this happens, of course, Jonny will jump up, congratulate his sister, and say that she's going to be a great mom, and then look at Reed and make the joke that he has a lot of work to do. Now, why this is significant to the film is it directly relates to the film's title, Fantastic Four: First Steps. Now, First Steps is meant to be obviously a double meaning here, because we've learned so much more about the space race of it all from Matt Shakman in the last couple of weeks, and that the Fantastic Four, at least in this timeline of Earth, they were the first people into space. So first steps for the space race, but also first steps for baby Franklin Richards. Now, to really drive home the importance of this scene in this brand new trailer, again, that this snippet is dragged directly from, we're going to hear Reed Richards say that he's stretched space and space noticed. Some people think this has a lot to do with what might have sort of notified Galactus that, hey, we're here, we have the energy that you're looking for to feed off of, and that's why he sends Shalla to tell them that they're marked for destruction. But a lot of industry insiders very early on, when we were hearing about the rumors for the details for this film, actually stated that Galactus was looking for Franklin Richards. Now, obviously, it's not exactly clear why in the world Galactus would be looking for a baby Franklin Richards, but in the comics, those two have a very complicated relationship. At one point, Franklin actually raises Galactus as his herald, and in another, Franklin Richards actually becomes Galactus and forgets that he's Franklin Richards. That's the Earth X storyline that I actually thought that they might follow in the upcoming Secret Wars, but I'm not so sure about that anymore. Either way, both of those things happen when Franklin Richards is an adult. And yes, Franklin Richards does project his adult self while he is a child, but it seems like this film is pretty centered on Franklin Richards, the baby, and his birth, not involving him in the main part of the plot as sort of a rival to Galactus or any of the such. This is just his new beginning. And while they will need his character, if they're going to resemble the comics at all, when they finally defeat God King Doom in order to restore the multiverse, at least during this film, you can't imagine he's going to have much of a central role, if any, because he'll be young, he'll be a baby. Now, one other thing I'll mention for flavor and during this video is that the Russos once depowered Hulk because they said he was too easy of a solve-all, too powerful of a character for them to involve him in a meaningful story for Infinity War and Avengers Endgame. At least that's what the Russos have said on record. I have no idea what they're going to do with the likes of Franklin Richards, an Omega-level mutant, maybe one of the most powerful mutants we've ever seen in Marvel Comics, and especially if they treat any of these characters with that sort of level of power, Sentry, etc. We've just got such a power creep on the horizon in Marvel Studios and in the MCU. I'm really curious to see how they're going to handle all this with some of these crazy power level characters that are coming in now with Omega level mutants, and one of them is coming up and before the end of the year in Franklin Richards. The other is coming up even quicker in Sentry. But you guys let me know all your thoughts down below, not just about OP characters, but how hype you are for the Fantastic Four. We'll of course continue to break down any footage or snippet that gets released like these That's why you park it here at the channel with the sub button. Plus, we're doing giveaways, 2 PlayStations this upcoming week. All you got to do is be a sub, leave a comment on the video, because it's truly random. The more videos you comment on, the better chance you have of winning. All winners will be announced at the end of videos, same way we're doing here, live with the winning comments shown on the screen and my voice, so please be safe, really, on any YouTube channel. Be vigilant. Just remember, no one's ever going to charge you for shipping if you win a prize. My name's Michael Roman. You can find me in a couple of places, Instagram and Twitter at I'mFires. You can also find me on Spotify, YouTube, Amazon, Apple, iTunes, under the name Allfires. And while I would sincerely appreciate you checking my music out, thanks for checking this channel out. Stick around. We'll be posting again real soon.